I'm doing so good right now. My day is feeling so prosperous and my future looks ever so bright. I just got back from an interview a couple hours ago at a new job prospect, which was basically what I'm doing now, but hopefully I can actually work full time and not be stuck in like the 25, 30 hour range. Maybe not get treated like shit every day, and hopefully have a little more respect because this job is a managerial position, and so it's one step up from what I'm doing. It's actually like two fucking steps up from what I'm doing right now. So I'm feeling very confident about this, especially because my interview went very well. I say that because not only were me and the two people interviewing me going like kind of engaging in the discussion, it wasn't just them ask a question, I answer it, and then they ask another question. We were kind of going back and forth. There was a lot of dialogue, and they were very optimistic about my answers, kind of being like, okay, well, that's a very good answer," kind of stuff like that. Um, and I was kind of feeding into them a little bit, telling them um, the last question, why do you want to work with us? I'm like, well, I understand that there's a lot of growth opportunities in the company, blah blah blah, and there's a aspect of community, blah 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 blah. I was kind of generic answers, but it was the ones that they want to hear, you know. And they were very optimistic about me. They sent me a text just a couple minutes ago asking if I could come in tomorrow for a second round of interviews. So already feeling great about the position because um, if I didn't do good today, they probably wouldn't be like, come back. So I think I've nailed this job. Honestly, I think I do. Not because the interview went well, but because I know that I'm kind of qualified, if not overqualified, for the position. And today's episode is going to be knowing your worth. We're gonna do that episode today. I'm sitting there in the seat in my interview, and I'm listing off my qualifications. Listing off my job uh, opportunities. I'm listing off the things I do, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, I'm, I'm kind of goaded. You know, I kind of do a lot of shit. They're asking me the intricacies of the two jobs I have, and I'm explaining them to them. And I was incorporating those into my answers. I'm like, wow, I'm fucking nailing this, and I'm nailing this because I'm awesome. You know, I was kind of using my ego for a moment. I was like, I'm fucking awesome, guys. Like I do all this awesome shit, and all the awesome shit is just I deliver pizzas and I cook noodles. But I was like, I was owning it. I was owning it, and I was explaining it in a way that sounded professional, and it sounded like I was really owning business, you know. And I was going into detail about this specificities of what I do and how those relate into team building and how to manage people. And I mean, fuck, I was going crazy. And like halfway through the interview, as I'm listing these off, my courage and my confidence are like gradually building because I'm realizing like, yeah, I'm kind of goaded. You know what I mean? Like I kind of own shit. I kind of own business. So today I wanted to talk about that. I want to talk about how you need to know your worth and you need to just uplift yourself as much as possible so you can find these new opportunities. I had been struggling at this job for like I've been there for like 7 months, and it's been awful. And I never had the like courage or the confidence to try and find another job. I was always like, okay, I'm stuck here. It's not that I'm stuck here, but like I'm not confident in my ability to find another job right now. You know, I don't feel like I can leave because I kept holding myself in the mindset of like, God, I'm so stupid. I'm working fast food, bro. Like I'm never gonna get anywhere unless my YouTube kicks off. I'm not getting anywhere. And then I'm like, I built up the courage. I didn't even build up the courage. I just sent out an Indeed application because I was like, fuck it. I have to get my foot in the door. I have to get out of here. I have to just fake it till I make it. And I land the interview. I get there. I put on some nice clothes. I put on a black polo, some nice corduroy pants. I'm getting there. I walk in. I made sure my back. I usually slouch, but I made sure I stood tall, puffed my chest out a little bit, and I'm like, you can. This is how I talk, right? This is how I talk. Kind of in here, and I'm like, hello there. I was here for an interview at 2:15. Kind of like not that deep, but you know what I'm talking about. I kind of faked my voice a little bit just so I can puff my chest out, feel that confidence. I felt it right there. I felt good right there. So I'm in the chair. I'm talking with them, and like, I'm writing down my past employments, and I'm writing down my other qualifications, my other work related experiences, and I'm like, oh, it's kind of a stacked list. Like I just kept, I had like five things down. Like this kind of stacked. I kind of got this on lock, I think. And then I'm in the interview, and I'm giving these like really good examples of leadership positions and leadership moments in which I had to take accountability or take responsibility or something. I was like, this is great. I'm kind of like, I'm built for this. I'm doing awesome. I'm doing great. Interview goes well. Obviously, they sent the text asking if I come tomorrow for a second round, and okay, yeah, man. I knew my worth, and I was able to capitalize on it. Today, I challenge you to just look in the mirror and go, what what have I done in my life? What have I experienced that has made me the person I am today? Like I remember I wrote down on the page, I was like, I did Boy Scouts, I've done culinary classes, I've done like extracurricular cooking shit, I've done other leadership positions. I was like, yeah, I kind of got this on lock. I know how to lead a team. You know, I was damn near about to put like I'm GM in Marvel Rivals. I know how to work with a team. I was dead ass about to put that, bro. I'm like, I know my worth in this shit. I know what I have. I know what I don't have, and I know how to play to my strengths. You know, I think knowing your worth is an insane superpower. Because once I like was realizing what like shit I've done and what my experiences brought me, I was able to sit in that chair and be like, I felt my shaky hands kind of just stop. You know what I mean? I was shaking the entire time. I shake in interviews. I'm a very anxious person. I get very very nervous. But I'm sitting there and over the interview, I just mellowed out. I want to say mellowed out, but like my hand stopped shaking. I was like a little more relaxed. My speech became a little more clear. My stutter kind of disappeared for a minute. I felt confident, man. I felt like I was like, yeah, I know my shit. I know what I want. I know how to talk and engage with people. They asked me like what would be my most important initiative in my first 6 months. And I told them I would really want to just understand my team and how to work around their weaknesses and play to their strengths. Like, is that not the best fucking answer you can give? They gave me another question. They're like, what is more important, your team or results? And I told them, I'm like, well, I think the exact answer was like, well, we have to think about how how we get these results and how to maintain results. And like, if I want to maintain a good product, a good end result, you must keep a cooperative and productive team. And to build that, you have to make people happy and make people feel appreciated at the job. If that's like complimenting people at work based off of their performances or whatever it is, you have to make sure your team is like happy. I was like, you have to make sure your team is wanting to come into work and has like they come into work and they're like, yeah, I'm doing something. I'm being a productive member of society, whatever. They want to come into work. They're not coming into work for a paycheck. They're coming into work because they enjoy what they do and they enjoy being there. Because once you are able to build that kind of environment, you're going to be able to make a better result. People work better when they don't feel like they're only there for a paycheck. I know when I'm at Panda, when I the first like month or two, I was like I gave a shit about the job because I mean I like cooking. I like whatever I do. But over time, once the conditions of each day kept getting worse and worse and worse, I stopped giving a fuck because I don't like being there. It's an unenjoyable place to be. My managers are assholes. They call me names. My coworkers are dickheads. They don't like they're rude and they are flat out bad at their jobs. It's unenjoyable because they're uncooperative. So I'm telling them like, well, if we can make a team that understands and is like, and they enjoy being at work for the work instead of just being there for a paycheck, you'll get better results. And they're like, hmm, that's a good answer. That's a very good answer. I'm like, hell yeah, it is. Because I'm good at my shit. I know what I'm doing, man. Because I'm awesome. And I'm sitting, I'm like, yeah, I am awesome. I'm fucking goated as fuck. Today, I really do challenge you to just look at all the good things you've done and know your worth. No, because I'm feeling so confident today. I feel so good about today. I know tomorrow when I go in for my second round of interviews, I'm gonna need a different shirt, but I'm gonna lock it in. You know, I'm gonna lock it in, get this job, secure it, instantly start making more money, have a more productive day. I'm gonna be so much better, bro. That's today. Know your worth. I hope I get this job. I'm feeling great. Know your worth.